Welcome back. Still staying within the confines of Edo State and Edo North, the senator representing Edo North of Edo State came and took a swipe on his friend, he calls him, Peter Obi. Mm-hmm. This is not the first time. I think this is about the third time. And said for 8 years that he was in governor as Anambra State governor, he wore Ojukwu's emblem. I don't really know what's wrong in wearing Ojukwu's emblem. He needs to explain to us. Okafor, what do you think?
I think he was categorically saying that Obi, who has moved from party to party, has no basis of saying those defecting are doing the wrong thing. Okay, and then that for the period of 8 years he was governor, he was idolizing Ojukwu. And I don't think Ojukwu is also too small to be idolized, if any human being should be idolized. If you go back to not giving credit to war or whatever, if you go back to the visions they had about Nigeria then, they are beginning to be correct from where we're looking at where we are today. Obi that became a governor under Abga, and Ojukwu was the presidential candidate of Abga. There's nothing wrong in working as a party faithful as at that time. Do you understand? So as at that time Abga was coming, even AD and ACN that Oshiomhole eventually joined was more of a southwestern
even
thing.
APP.
Yeah, APP was a northern thing.
Yes.
So Oshiomhole himself, in as much as we are giving him credit that his transition from Labour to ACN was because Labour agreed at that time, to work together with ACM and feud him. He's still not a Labour Party member. He started with Labour Party.
Yes.
Oshiomhole started with Labour Party. So, and Obi's movement, without supporting defection, Obi's movement, looking closely at it, has been issues of exigencies of importance. When you look at how he has moved, okay, Abga wasn't a national party as it were. He moved into PDP. As a matter of fact, people look at Obi has always listened to the yearning of the people. Obi's movement has been according to the yearning of the people. I remember clearly, even in 2023, this 2022 23 election, in 2022, people were asking Obi to contest. People were saying there was a protest where young boys were carrying placard. PDP, give us Obi. PDP, give us Obi. There was a clarion call for Obi to contest. Obi's movement and Obi's politics has always been an answer to people's call. When you look at it, unlike people who are lording themselves over people, and that is why he has organic followers. You understand? When the PDP wasn't ready to do that, people were saying, "Go to any party, we will follow you." Go to any party, we will follow you. And Obi answered them and moved to Labour Party, and they followed him. Even as Labour Party is passing through crisis today, the people are still telling Obi, anywhere you go, we will follow you. So that is answering the people is necessitated by providing solution to the people, which ordinarily should be the essence of politics. And when we have refused to play by the rules, we should not blame those who are exiting our circle by exception.
There is something that we normally look at most of the time in politics. Like he said, Ojukwu's insight was not wrong on why the war came about. If it were to be that everybody agreed, Ojukwu wouldn't have gone to war.
If everything was discussed peacefully. That's why we keep talking about, reconciliation and peaceful negotiation.
Yes.
And discussion.
Exactly. Now, Obi, there's something El-Rufai also said that is significant. Anytime I listen to it, El-Rufai said, we will look for a candidate that can win. I don't know if you understand. So, beyond even a political party, if it were to be that Labour could win, right? Yeah. Oshiomhole would have stayed there.
Yes.
I bet you.
Yes.
He would have stayed there. But the main opposition at that time was the CN. When I am aware, I have information, he went to Chief Tony Aneni and asked to fly PDP. And Chief Tony Aneni said they have already chosen a candidate. From there, he moved to ACN. Now, Obi moving to Labour. He brought his clout to Labour. And it worked perfectly. Even now, the Obidient movement, because Oshiomhole mentioned Obidient movement, the Obidient movement is rising. So what he said about Obi, do you think is justifiable?
I don't think so. Either he like it or not. Like he's rightly analyzed here. Obi did not even form Obidient as a movement, just like he has rightly said. It is the followers that have confidence and the trust in him as a leader that are forming themselves. And that is why it's easy for them to move with him. Now, Oshiomhole trying to say if Obidient has become a party, you know, sometimes when you want to complain or condemn a man's way of doing things, you may actually be exposing the good side of him. What is the peculiar thing about Peter Obi that is making youths and some Nigerians who were not given anything for support to be bringing out their resources, their time in support of him? Saying Obidient movement, it's never registered anywhere. So Oshiomhole, to answer to that one is, it's not a registered, it's not a political party. It's not a political party. Obidient is not a registered, to my own understanding.
It's a movement.
It's a movement. It's a belief. It's a belief in for justice, for fairness, for equity, for accountability. And that is what we've lacked in our political settings. So if I think today that a particular human being is somebody whom, if given the opportunity, will be accountable for what I have given him, because the governance of the country is our right. It's our country. So we need people who will be able to hold on to, people who can question about why this is this, and they will not feel threatened. They won't come against us that we are after their offices. So Obidient is a movement. So if Oshiomhole noticed that, it's a good thing. He is a politician. When he went for the first election, I don't think he suffered so much for people to vote him. He was accepted based on his track record.
From Labour.
From Labour. That is what Obi, he should look at what Obi has. Not that Obi, and for Obi to move from maybe APGA to PDP. It's not as if he ran from APGA. APGA, like you have analyzed, was more of, to me, my understanding then of APGA, or not till today, APGA cannot come to win election in Kaduna, Kano, or Kogi. It's more of an Igbo something. And you were going for a national this thing now. So why not go for a national party that will be accepted by all and understood by all?
Okay. Now, in recent times, Oshiomhole has been criticizing Obi so much, unprovoked. Is it that he can see something any other person is not seeing?
Well, I think he's seeing what other people are seeing. Not necessarily what any other person cannot see. Everybody sees that glory, you know, that grace on Obi, no matter how you look at it. Obi is not a man that is faultless. He has a fault. On this table, we have
in fact, you are the Obi.
You finished it.
I finished, you know, because I believe that the Bible says, who the Lord loves, he chastises. So where I think there are shortcomings, I've always placed it clearly. You know, there is dynamism in everything. Things are dynamic, they are not static. As we speak today, Ojukwu's wife is serving with Asiwaju's government.
They are the originator of what's it called?
Yes.
The party in APGA.
Yes. So Ojukwu's wife, who Oshiomhole has issue with that Obi was respecting, as he should, is serving today with Asiwaju's government. Things move. We are not in the same position. So Obi is like responding to the movement, and particularly when the evil people are moving too fast, those on the good side have to move very fast. What was wrong in PDP allowing Obi to bear their flag? When Atiku, who said he wanted Southeast, that the reason he came on board because they didn't zone to Southeast, why didn't Atiku support Obi?
Why didn't he step down?
Why didn't he step down? Now, somebody who claimed that the reason he contested in 2023, which, like we've always said, on written turn of the South, was because they refused to zone it to Southeast. We heard that Atiku is still prepared. I don't know the platform that will give him ticket.
He mentioned that.
Because one, selling Atiku is going to be hard. It's like selling egg to a poultry farmer. You're gonna really talk very hard. My people say only good mad person if he says shit.
Yeah.
And you go say this shit, not this and shit. If you test them,
It not be like that what you said.
things like that.
But this one is not even shit. It looks
It's not
good.
so those are what we are saying. And at the end of the day, you find out that people are lauding themselves on Nigerians, whereas Nigerians are lauding themselves on Obi. So when Nigerians say move and Obi respond, we are not going to look at it like these people jumping from PDP to APC for only cause known to them. Do you understand? We're not going to look at it that way. Nigerians are not robots. Nigerians are sensible people.
Very intelligent
if
people.
Otomele think by any means that he can discredit Obi for going to a new platform now, as is expected, he's not going to make any impact. Yeah.
Now, what do you think about that? His criticism of Obi, back to back. Other people I know, like he said, they can see what's ahead of Obi. But him, he's a very vocal person.
Can I tell you the truth?
Yes.
A golden fish has no hidden place. Obi is a golden fish at the moment. There are two persons who have been discussed very seriously by APC people. Atiku and Peter Obi. Do you understand? And either you like it or not, these are a bit known opposition against coming in with the intention of taking over what APC is occupying today, which is presidency. Atiku is not a very serious matter for so many reasons. There's nothing to really say about Obi, so they have to look for something to say about
In fact,
Obi.
I wanted to point it to you. Do you see any comparison between Peter Obi and Atiku in terms of rating? Political rating? Or relevance?
Obi has not served as a vice to anybody. Serving as...
No, not in that respect.
Okay.
In the respect of acceptability by the people now.
No. Atiku has never had organic followers. Atiku's support in 2019 was hinged on two things.
Yeah.
It was the turn of the North.
Wanted to push Baba away.
People didn't want Buhari anymore. And now Atiku now came to run with Obi. Okay, since you are running with Obi, okay, maybe the ticket is viable.
Sell him, yeah.
Those were only two things. People were tired of Buhari. That's all. Atiku doesn't have any organic follower. Where is his base? Is it the youth, women, or the PDP board of trustee members?
Old political gagoos.
Who are his? Not even in the North. Not even in the North. He has no organic follower because he has no program that is known. Obi is known for one thing: frugality, prudence. Do you understand? We do know very, very well that if Obi was elected president of Nigeria, he wasn't going to buy aircraft the next day for the president.
Aircraft.
He was not going to do
Aircraft.
that. Let's leave fiscal policy. We can come there.
Yes.
He's going to hire people that will do better. They always say, he's a trader, this and that. He is not a fool. He's a successful
and he will put them on.
He was one of the youngest bank chairman in record history in Nigeria. So he knows how to hire people where he's limited. But I do know very well that this wasteful spending of buying vehicle every time they will not be done. And one of the things plaguing us very terribly is wasteful spending.
Okay. Obi, Oshiomhole, I know Oshiomhole doesn't fight small. He fights doggedly. And I know he's going to continue.
From governors, not from opposition.
Is he fighting Obi? He's not really fighting Obi. He calls him in friends.
No, they are very good friends.
Yes,
this is just politics.
Yes,
they are very, very good
but
friends.
But it's a fight. A fight is a fight. if I go against a fight doesn't have to be physical. No, a fight can be on opinion, on ideology.
I agree with you.
Do you understand? And I know Oshiomhole, when he's talking, he talks vehemently. And with
but he
all
wanted
conviction.
to fight Ruben Abati physically.
Oh, yes.
Maybe
the show is on. It will be like what was that? Portable and Darlington. So we'll be, maybe it will be in Abuja here.
Yeah. I will buy tickets to watch.
Maybe when they are done with us, I will do it.
One-way ticket. We'll be right back on News Insight.